Okay, this was over $900 in profit, and I'm not proud of that. Check those silver trades. Check those silver trades. We will be talking about them later in this video, but for now, let's talk about something you can actually use. Okay, look at those two arrows. We can call that a double top, and as you can see, a double top is a reversal pattern, and there's also a dominant break sell indicating that same reversal. So that would be a good selling point, and as you can see, it goes all the way to level 423. By the way, I don't advise you to wait for level 423. In case you are new here, the dominant break comprises of 4 candles, like those on the center of the screen, that big red one and those 3 blue ones. As you can see, it's the third blue candle that surpasses the length of the big red one. It has to be the third candle. It has to be. Okay, let's get into it. So I had spotted something like this. This was D1, and D1 is a good way to go because there is less confusion up there, but you have to manage your lot size, because if you don't manage your lot size, you will blow the account. You will blow the account. So look at this part. Look at this part. The trade has been in an uptrend for a while now, and it creates a high there. Then it falls. It falls to the point where we want to buy. That's the point where we want to buy right there. But as you can see, as it was going up, it left some gaps. So my thinking was it was going down to fill those gaps. It had some gaps to fill right there, and after filling them, it confirmed with a dominant break, confirming that it was going to buy from there. But then after the dominant break, let's put it right there, level 0 on the lowest part of the trade and level 100 on the top part of the trade. And after that, as you can see, it retested after level 100. It retested for a while. If you manage your risk correctly, you won't blow if it ever retests. If it retests below level 0, then you are out. The trade is no longer safe. But I waited, and in fact I didn't wait. I found the trade at around that level. That's where I bought. But if you check, I bought with 10 cents lots. That was supposed to be 0.01. My account was $200 and something. Okay, so at this point, I didn't know I had bought so much, but this is where I realized it. If you check, at TP, it's something like $700 profit per position, and that was not what I wanted. That was not what I was expecting. If the trade ever retested again from that point, I would blow my account. As you can see, it's $8 loss, $15 loss per position. Actually, it's now close to 20 per position, and I had 4 positions. So if that ever retested to that point, that's 257. That's the whole account on one position. So that was a bad trade right there. So remember, guys, lot size. You have to check your lot size before you put any position. You have to check your lot size, because that was not what I bargained for. But well, at this point in time, all I had to do was trust the position. All I had to do was trust that, and after a while, it worked in my favor. As you can see, the trade is around 200 and something per position, but that's not anything to be proud of, really, because that's pure luck. And in trading, you don't have to base your things on luck. You can't base your things on luck. So at this point, the trade went in my favor. It was sort of a sniper entry actually from that point, because if it ever retested, I was going to blow 4 positions, 4 10 cents position. That could never sustain that. And I think another advantage I had a few more positions open in jump that were in profit at that time. But so guys, I don't advise doing that. You have to check your lot size. You have to make sure to check your lot size. Okay, so I need to explain something for a bit. So the reason why I bought here, as you can see, it looked like the trade was now selling, but why I had to buy the check. Okay, let's see, is there something we can use right here? Okay, check there. That's also a dominant break, but that's a sell. And if we sold from that point, what would happen if we sold from that point? let's test that. And yep, let's confirm it's the third candle that breaks the length of the opposing candle. Now after that, let's put the Fibonacci. Fibonacci is already my favorites, so let's put the Fibonacci right there and put it nicely. After putting the Fibonacci, level 100 at the lowest point, this is a sell, remember, and that was level, oh, if your TP was at level 161, you would be safe. But if you waited for 260 something like I do, then you would be in trouble. So the trick for that one is, after level 161, if it ever retests below level 100, get out. If it reaches 261 and retests below level 161, get out. It's no longer safe. It's no longer safe to trade. So at that point, I'm sure if I was away, considering that I don't put take profits or anything, I would have blown. But luckily, this was my lucky day. I was running on luck actually. I was running on luck actually here, because that was a bad trade. That was a really bad trade. Okay, let's put it back. This is the one where we are trading right here. This is the dominant break buy we are trading. We have to make sure level 100 aligns with the top part, the third candle, the top part of the third candle. If it's the wick, you put it on the wick, and the 0 point. If the lowest point is on the blue candle, put it on the blue candle. If the lowest point is on the red candle, put it on the red candle. That's how it works. And as you can see, level 161 was around there. But at this point, my heart was racing. My heart was racing. Get out, get out, get out. Now I knew this trade was not really working, but then, well, it actually worked. But depending on luck, I guess those jump positions really helped. Let's check them out. Those jump positions, they were another dominant break again. So what I try to do is, when I'm focusing on one strategy, I look at that strategy alone, so that I don't mix up things in my head. So when I'm trading dominant break, it's dominant break, dominant break, dominant break. By doing this, I don't mix up things in my head. I don't have confusion. So it's actually hard trying to master 15 strategies at the same time. You end up mixing things of this strategy, things of that strategy, and using them on the same chart, and that's confusing really. All you do is blow, confuse yourself, and then end up saying forex is hard, forex is a scam. And actually, this was a bad trade, and the reason I'm showing you this is maybe you can actually learn from my mistakes. I'm not perfect, everybody makes mistakes, and if you have been making mistakes, remember to leave them in the comment section so that others can learn from your mistakes too. So guys, thank you for watching this video to the very end. I hope you found this useful. If you did, remember to subscribe, remember to like, leave some comments. I will be seeing you on the next video.